How you doing, everybody? Nick Daniels here, aka the East Coast Pimp, and bringing you folks another video here. Got a little trivia night happening tonight. Pretty fucking excited, not gonna lie. That's something the school's been doing. I like it there that they do like little trivia nights and stuff like that, like with the students, to try to get everybody involved and get out of the house kind of thing, right? So honestly, I'm actually looking forward to that. Good time. Update on Match.com. So far, I've only had the one date. Actually, I'm quite surprised, by the way, that even happened. You know, it seemed a little bit too fast, but, you know, it definitely happened. And, you know, I think, honestly, the person I met was actually pretty genuine. Like, they're pretty much what I expected. Now, that kind of being said, yeah, the woman is, well, she's not normally, she's not from Canada, originally. So, you know, it was interesting because I got to talk to somebody of, like, you know, a different culture and a different background. And you know, and I think that really kept the conversation going, and it, you know, it was pretty good. The only problem is it wasn't like, I didn't find it was like crazy back and forth. But that's fine, you know, it's a first date kind of thing. Now, that kind of being said, we spoke in person about meeting up again, and I haven't like really heard back from him. So, as far as I'm aware, that's kind of ex-nate. And that's fine. But really, like, yeah, the whole match thing, it's really funny, especially where I live, like, in a smaller community. But even, like, any of the communities that are, you know, I can reach out to, I actually just see the same faces on all of them. Like, you know, whether it be, like, again, Tinder, Plenty of Fish, or Match. You see a lot of familiar faces, right? And it's kind of funny because, you know, on Tinder, you know, of course, I get, like, no matches. But when I go, that guy was just staring at me. The guy just walking hard. But now when when we get talking to, okay, let's see if I can actually get some matches. They don't match. Okay, cool. So I don't even have an opportunity to message them in the first place. Now we're talking, sorry, I had to just evade some people there. But now we're talking that I actually have an opportunity on a match that I can say, hey, I can actually just message this person right out, even though they've already not obviously swiped right on me on Tinder. Anyway, there was actually a chicken that I did that to earlier, and well, sure enough, I never heard back from her. But that kind of being said, so I don't know, the whole match thing, I think it's kind of been like the rest of them so far. There's not really been a lot of opportunity there, and that's really unfortunate because I really hate, because I'm actually paying for these apps, right? I'm paying for the memberships to be able to message these people and hopefully get it, you know, maybe a date going or something. And like, you know, obviously not just to hook up and fuck, but you know, that's obviously not going anywhere. So that's kind of funny. I thought it was worth bringing up. Anyway, other than that, there's not a whole lot I really wanted to talk about here in today's video, and if there is, I just obviously I've completely forgot it. You might laugh, but I end up coming up with topics, and then I usually just forget them by the time I get in the car. And, you know, it helps, because if I bring, like, a piece of paper, I can jog my brain, right? And I can get it kind of thinking. It's like, oh, fuck, right? Oh, my God. But, okay, I got one other thing now that I started thinking about it. So, I think I might have talked about it, but I wrote an exam on Monday, and we're only, like, 2 weeks into the semester, or 3 weeks into, I think it's 3 weeks into the semester. I think so, yeah, about 3 weeks. And so we're very early to write an exam. But basically, I wrote an exam to, it's like a supplementary pass, but it's like showing that I have prior learning, so that if I do feel that I can get out of a course, and it obviously it's not like, oh, okay, you can't graduate now. It's the opposite. It's actually like, yeah, you don't even have to do it, and you can still graduate. So it's one called Help Desk. Basically, it's customer service, but relating into the IT profession, so computers. A lot of people that work with computers, or seems to be a good amount, aren't like super social, and because of which their communication ability with customers is usually not so hot. So that's kind of what this course or this class features and focuses on, is customer service. Now, I've already got so much of that from Sobeys, like that's at least one thing I can thank them for. So anyway, I had to write this exam, and I had to basically get like a decent mark on both the like the theory, and then actually like going on a computer and like running the help desk software in itself. So again, like assigning tickets, you know, writing out the problems, and apparently I did fine on each. My teacher didn't even get through the second part so far, so the one on the actual computer, but she's like, as far as I've gone, you've already like basically it's already looking fine, like you've already got the points needed, so the mark doesn't even matter. really, as long as you get that. I was like, okay, perfect. So yeah, so I got out. So every Friday, I'm actually now, instead of 12:30, which I know isn't even that late, but that's actually like really the only day we get a break. I'm actually done at 10:30 because the next couple hours of class I don't have to attend. But I ended up spending today right up to about 5 o'clock. It's about 5 now, 5:02, while still being there because there's still stuff I can work on. And to be honest, I was just sitting back a lot of it, just watching YouTube and shit, so not bad. But honestly, I'm really stoked with that. But it was really funny because my instructor and I were having a conversation, and with the other classmate who did this as well, and he's exempt from it as well. And she's like, you know, you're gonna have to write me a paper though, just where you did get that experience from. And I obviously she knows Sobeys, and she's like, well, let's just say, she's like, I heard from the grapevine. It's like, you used to be really, really talkative, and then something happened, you just didn't talk to anyone. And that's all she said. And she starts laughing, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. And she knows what's happened to a degree. But I think it really shows, and this could be another topic video actually, but there's always two sides to a story. And that's kind of the funny part about it, because obviously that is. Actually, you know what, I'm going to do a video right after this. It's still on the way home. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and it's been a little bit of an update vlog, I guess, how much shit's been going. And we're going to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.